What's up YouTube, welcome back to Whacked Out ECIG. Today we're looking at the Evic VT 60 watt temperature control box mod and the Ego 1 Mega that comes with it. It's a full kit for about 100 Canadian. Does nickel, titanium, all that jazz. Let's take a look at it. Okay, very quick unboxing of the Evic VT. Has an orange one on the box, but I did not get an orange, I got a black. So take off the top. A lot of packaging in this thing. Get your Evic Ego 1 Mega with it comes with a nickel coil installed, but right now I have the titanium. Your warranty card. You get a silicone sleeve for sliding it on and off, and then a charger wall adapter. User manual, charge cable, and here is the nickel coil, but right now the titanium is in it. The only difference visually that you can see is that this is blue for nickel and the titanium is red. Okay, so this is the hardware that you're going to need. We'll start with the tank. Just up top you have a removable drip tip, which is nice, fits in there nice and well. It's actually pretty easy to see the liquid in there. I know with the old ones you couldn't, but yeah, it's pretty nice. The airflow is very nice. I like it a lot. So it has these notches that stop it from wrapping all the way around. So it opens up fully and closes off fully. That's nice. Opening it up, you have your titanium coil there. As you can see, it's red and a pretty decent kind of moat style thing to get your liquid into, so that's nice to see. This titanium coil is burnt up, so I'm gonna switch this out for the nickel, and that's what I'll be vaping on in the video. And as you can see, it's very simple to assemble the tank. So this is your Evic. Seeing pictures online, I did not like the look of this, but I'm very used to it now that I have it in my hand. So up top you get a spring-loaded 510. You get a very shiny, you can see me in there, very shiny toggle thing to adjust everything. You can see the screen there. So normally 5 clicks to turn it on and off. So I just turned it off, and that's on. Let's zoom into that screen. Well, first let me show you, there's some venting and a USB charging port. Besides from that, that's pretty much the outside of it. This is the screen, and I love this screen. It is so simple to use. Let me zoom out a bit so you can see the toggle as well. So right now it's in nickel. It says temp NI at the very top. And if I click it 3 times, the fire button 3 times, well, the only button 3 times, it'll start flashing. So if I put the toggle to the right, it'll switch to temp TI, which is titanium, to the right one more, and it will go to power. So for the purpose of this review, I will be using the nickel coil. So I'll keep it NI 410. To save that, you would hit the fire button, but I'm going to go down, so I'll press left instead of right. And it will go down to power. Now once it's in this power setting in temperature control, you can only adjust to the right. So you can only go up, but it starts at 30 watts and it goes up to 60 watts. Not that quickly, not that slowly, it's okay. But once it gets to 60, then you hit it one more time, and it goes back to 30. There's no way of going down, so let's say I go up to 31.4. If I go to the left, so I go down, it goes down to the resistance. So yeah, that can be a con. Go down again, get your battery, move to the right, and you can switch to your puffs. Your time, which is not the time, this is the amount of time you've spent vaping in seconds as far as I can tell. and then one more to the right is back on your battery. So let's put the tank up here. And I've had this on here before, so it already registers it, but you can see right now it's at 410. So if I move this to the right or the left, it will adjust the temperature. 1, 2, 3. I can go down to power, and let's see, I'll put that up to 35. To the left again. Now this is your atomizer resistance. So with temperature control, you're going to need to lock it in. And since I have used this already, it saves the locked resistance already. But if I click, well, it's off of it now, but if I hold down the fire button and hold this either to the right or the left, I can't really remember right now, it will lock that resistance in. So let's go down to atomizer. Okay, it's to the left. So yeah, it's already locked in, but that's how it does it. Press the button. You're seeing temperature protect. There's absolutely no liquid in here, so it's not going to burn it, which is nice. And yeah, it's regulating it properly. So that's about it for the up close. I can put this next to some other devices and see how it compares with size. You have your Evic here. This is the new Sigeli 75 watt, and it is slightly smaller, very, very slightly smaller, but not that much different. And this is the Inikin Disruptor, slightly smaller than that as well, but this doesn't have temp control, but it's just a size comparison. So yeah, I have an iStick 50 watt as well in another room, but the iStick 50 watt is very, very, very slightly smaller than the Evic VT. So yeah, let's go back out and I'll tell you all about it. Alright, so you saw the up close, you saw the screen, which I love. I love this screen. I think it looks great. In bright sunlight, kind of difficult to see, but for me, especially with temperature control, once I find my good setting, I don't really change it. And that's with most things, you know. So I don't really worry about that. I actually find it very easy to navigate. At first, getting the left and right thing, like knowing which way was down, which way was to change and set things, was a little confusing. But after a day, it was fine. I knew how to use it. As far as the tank goes, I really love the draw that I get off of the tank. It's a restricted draw, but it's still good for lung inhales. The flavor is okay. The flavor in the nickel is much, much better than it is with the titanium. But the throat hit on both of them is phenomenal, which I think is good because this is kind of a starter kit, right? So people getting off cigarettes, they want a throat hit generally. I know some people don't, but if you're getting off cigarettes, I find, at least for me, I wanted a good throat hit. So, and you're not tasting much when you smoke cigarettes anyway, so a little bit of flavor is fine. So in that regard, I think it's nice. The battery life is really good. Battery life is 5,000 milliamps per hour, which is really good. Really, really good. It's got lipos in it, which I'm not 100% sold on yet. Lipos can be dangerous. I don't know much about them. I would prefer if it was 18650s or something like the iStick 50 watt that has 19 490s or something like that. Either way, it works well and I haven't had any problems with it. It vapes well. I think it's a really, really good device. And there's not that much to say about it. As a starter kit, it is a little bit heavy. If you don't like heavy things, might take a little bit of getting used to. But I'll put on this Goblin Mini that I've been using. I picked this up at Vape Can, okay? And Also, if you have put the coil, if you have put a coil on here before, it will remember it and it will keep it locked. It will keep that resistance locked. I've noticed that, which is good to see. You don't need to keep locking and unlocking. It doesn't normally ask if it's a new coil if I've already put it on it, if that makes sense. So either way, this is 420 degrees at 30 watts. It's a 0.05 ohm coil because it's a dual coil. It's nickel and it's 28 gauge. So let's see how it vapes. I'm getting a nice vape, great flavor, and obviously no dry hits. I mean, I don't really get dry hits with this Goblin Mini anyway, but you can see the liquid's running down just slightly. But yeah, it's nice and warm as well, which I like. If you don't like temperature control, but you've only tried it with drippers, try it with a tank. Honestly, when I first got this kit with the Ego 1 Mega, that's when I took a vape and I was like, oh, I see why people like temperature control now. Because I was getting a good vape, a nice warm vape, without dry hits, and it was temperature control. So you know, it's that's what I like. But either way, with this Goblin Mini, it vapes fantastic. I'm still working with titanium to see if I can get a really good vape from it. I haven't got a really good vape from titanium yet, but when I do, I'll let you know because I'm still working on it. But until then, this nickel coil works fantastic on both the Ego 1 Mega and a rebuildable. Goes up to 60 watts, which is nice. 60 watts is enough for a starter kit, I think. And it fires down to 0.05, which that's very low. You can build dual coil nickel builds and not have to worry about it not firing. So that's about it for the Evic VT. If you think I missed anything, please let me know. And if you have any other questions about it, let me know as well. So just leave a comment. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share the video if you want people to know about this. And also, thank you so much for all my new subscribers. I've had a huge jump in subscribers recently, which is awesome. I'm over 500 now, so I'll go with the trend and do a cool giveaway or something coming up. The Velocity Clone winner, I could find the name for you. I'll put it here or something like that. Congratulations to you. I'll be sending that out as soon as possible, probably today, maybe tomorrow. And yeah, one other thing with this Evic VT. I saw on P. Basardo's video that it sometimes jumps if you're very low, like say 10-12 watts or something like that. On the first hit, it'll jump up to like 30 watts. I don't vape that low, but so I haven't had that problem. But that's something to look out for if you do vape at very low wattages. Also, I've never had it jump out of temp control, which I've heard some people talking about. I've never had that problem with this one that I've received. I bought this from ecigarettes.ca in Toronto, and it costs around 100 Canadian. So I think that's a good price. You're getting a 5,000 milliamp hour battery mod that goes up to 60 watts, does temp control with nickel, titanium. It has a good screen. It's a good size. It works with everything that I've put onto it, and it's around $100. So I think it's a really good purchase, and yeah, I don't think you can really go wrong. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.